I will try to okay, let's see what the cards are showing, or how spirit is going to help me with this. But there's one thing I I felt the impulse to mention, and it has to do. So this is why. So I'm wearing this dress, okay, and this is similar. So obviously, so this is not about me. This is about someone else I saw in a dream, that has to do with someone connected to someone from my past, that was wearing something like this, similar to this. Okay, so okay, and in this dream, I think it was last year when I saw that. Last year or even the year before that. We were walking up a staircase, a metal staircase. Sometimes maybe this kind that you see. Right now I'm reminded of some of those that were at school, if not so in like these buildings. Okay. We were walking up those stairs, and this person from my past was actually walking like next to me, and this woman wearing like something like this, like platinum dress, but very yeah, it was, I mean, it was very provocative, okay, let's say it this way. She was walking in front of us, and this person is connected to well, several things that has been going on, because it is connected to a whole case, that something that has been going on for years, and which has to do with okay, so in this case what I wanted to speak about is about a key that this person is holding that does not belong to them, but it is basically with the intention, well, one of the intentions, because there are many projections from that person that I'm speaking of, that are very threatening projections, and but one of them that I'm mentioning here is about holding a key to lock someone out. And as I was thinking about this before starting this video, I was also reminded of another dream that is more recent, that took place in the mansion. There are several dreams in a mansion, but there are others that are very good. This one was creepy. It was about someone that was it was like an attempt to entrap me in this case. And so I was walking in that house, and I was realizing that this person is a blonde woman. She was wearing my clothes. Something like that. And why I am saying this is because the whole thing with a key is something that is right now being exposed. And so, yeah, I'm feeling called to speak on this. And I mean, okay, so I mean, we have been speaking about this outside, or like keeping someone outside of a position, of a community, of certain access to certain even knowledge, or even social connections, because someone else that has stolen that wants to keep the righteous owner outside and have no access to it. Even, okay, I mean, let's say, so this is part of what has been stolen, right? Okay, there are other connections. So let's say, so this is part of a spiritual inheritance, okay? But part of it is maybe having certain connections, having maybe certain information or access to hidden knowledge and even practices. And there's a very great effort to, after stealing that, keeping the righteous owner locked out, to keep that position, hold on to that. Okay, so once I said that, I guess I'm actually wanting to, yeah, I'm gonna wear this. So something of this is connected to it, or maybe so it's even, yeah, this may be like a group effort. Okay, so this to begin with. Okay. So let's say social circles as well are part of a spiritual inheritance, right? Connections. And so this is a past life theme. So maybe in this lifetime someone has access to certain things that I mentioned here before, because I have stolen that in a past life. So it does not belong to them, and now they're using that in this lifetime and using it against the owner and people that are connected to this, in order to make sure that they can keep it and actually repeat the same thing again. Because, okay, let me see if because this has to do, I mean, this is a war that is going on here, that I want to speak on. And I mean, so there were several people died with, and so basically we're here to expose that there's even a reason why we're born in a certain social context, especially so if you're speaking about chosen ones, star seeds, that are born in certain in very dark places, because they're the ones responsible to open the gates, right, and to call judgment upon this. and so if it has to do with past life as well, to take back what was taken and to expose what happened here. So, and it has to do in this case as well with murder and forcing people to commit suicide. And so there was the theme of a promise made when it comes to believing in reincarnation, to come back and also expose this, right? And so we may as well be, wow, see, so this is yes, these are earth angels here, fighting for what the evil stole from the divine beings here, putting them, using the power of the tools that was stolen, like from the bliss, and perverting that and using it against it to manipulate and work against divine connections, stealing that power that they had and using whatever they could steal through sacrificing them, betrayal and sacrifice. Like maybe there were two people forced into committing suicide, and another one was also first used and then betrayed and stabbed in the back. So that's 3 people that were connected. And there were many more, but okay, these 3, so there's a correlation between them. And so someone was taking that power, were using these type of connections, are using these connections to make sure that they're separated and use whatever access they have stolen, and now in this life I have already access to it, to use it against these people, and to make sure that they become enemies, and separate them and just basically betray them all over again, and maintain this power, this stolen power. Okay, let's wow. Yes. This is about sacrificing divine beings in order to gain the power, but for the wrong reasons. Right? They're just using it for the wrong reasons. They're using it for evil. They're using it to separate these kind of connections. Yeah, they're doing certain rituals on them to turn them around and to actually pull them out of their power, their willpower, their potential. Through certain rituals. The thing is, like, those rituals should be used amongst lovers or people who have actually a heart, like used for good, not in order to manipulate and hook people on certain, like, perverted bliss, basically, by by the evil, because they want access to, they want to misuse this power and turn these connections against each other. Okay, let me go. Okay, let's go with the energy here. Okay, we have 8 of Cups reversed, Page of Swords reversed. Okay, so maybe someone, actually let me, this one and also this one. We're gonna use all of them. Okay, so maybe someone decided to distance themselves from a connection here. Because okay, so someone seeing here that, okay, someone is maybe guarded, in a guarded behavior here. Maybe overreactive whenever they see something. Okay, this could be something like maybe posts online here. So when it comes to communication, and their reaction is to guard themselves. Now, is this though maybe a wrong judgment when it comes to a connection here? Because let me clarify this. Okay, we have this Two of Wands here. Because, okay, so maybe because there are more than 2 people here involved. Okay, this is something that is maybe occurring online, through the internet here. So there is communication between several people, and someone is maybe reacting to it and guarding themselves, protecting themselves, because they're seeing someone interacting with other people. Now, is this a wrong judgment? Now, so why are they so guarded? So maybe they're just seeing something even mirrored back of what they're doing. So if this is an issue that is going so that is going in a repetitive cycle here, so maybe you maybe need to maybe agree on how what's your intention here, like what are you open to. I guess there are certain things that are just unacceptable for someone here as well. Clearly unacceptable because of an intention that is here. Like there are certain entanglements that are just unacceptable in this. It is not aligned. It just can't be. Because otherwise there should be protection. And someone seems to be unable to get out of this, even though it is actually a very dangerous place that they're at. And maybe so when they see someone else connecting with other people, so they have like a very passive aggressive way of reacting to it. But maybe this is what they're doing though. Okay. Can I get more on this? Yeah, there are just a lot of people involved. And so on the other side, so maybe someone is pulling back. Like they want to have, maybe there's someone that wants to have control over someone, just having them like, okay, I'm actually, so I was working on something that I was writing, but okay, so having someone waiting on them, but in isolation, like maybe this person is also they maybe they seem someone that is very isolated and alone, but they're actually not really. They have maybe a lot of connection all around, even though there are times and times to interact with them. So maybe they're more interacting with these people through I mean, it can be even through the dream state, or online than physically. But I mean, this is a person that has a lot of connections, and they also take care of those connections. They value them, and they nurture these connections. And so someone with a healthy conscience shouldn't feel like angry about that. Okay, justice reversed. Yeah, the reading on the court case, it was like, I think what I saw that was Hierophant reversed, King of Swords reversed, Ace of Swords upright, the Hanged Man. It didn't go too well. Yeah, justice reversed. What is this justice reversed here? Okay, I mean, we had the devil here. Yeah, and I think the devil appeared as well. I mean, okay, let me see. Okay, someone here is disagreeing or something. Okay, what is this? The King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, and this came out. Okay, so if someone is feeling here as their efforts are not enough, they feel like this is unfair, like their efforts are not recognized. But okay, so maybe this is a wrong judgment here about a connection. It is just that there's something that, so I mean, if they're doing something that is working against the connection, they cannot expect, or so this other person is also free, you know, or has the right to be connecting to other people. Especially if there's something involved that is working completely against them. This is just unacceptable. And so, and if it is not that, so then there is just a certain respect as well to this person, and to maybe things that they need to heal or be very clear about, something that they need to see for themselves, to be sure as well. They have a clear idea of what they want emotionally, and respect to themselves as well, and respect to a connection like this in itself. Okay, so whether it's between them or something else that they're seeing there, it's just giving it the value that it has. Okay, so what is this? So maybe and instead of okay. So maybe there are extreme manipulative tactics, which is, I mean, so let me see. I mean, if it has to do something, so I mean, if there is jealousy is sweet to a certain point. Like, it makes you even like want to come closer to someone. Okay, but there's a healthy jealousy, and there's a very toxic jealousy. Now, okay, so this person is saying that they're yes, they wanna work on something and successfully. They're planning on successfully working on something and moving forward. Yeah, just I have to clarify this maybe, but they're okay. Yeah, clarified by yo, but what is this? I wouldn't see it as a negative though. It's just whatever is reversed here is because it is so I see a good intention here. It's just potential energy. Let's keep it like that. Okay. And regarding this justice reverse as well, so someone maybe really is wanting to help, because this is regarding a collective that is challenged right now. They're fighting heavily against a force, and so there's a group of people someone is having their eye on, because they're victimized, or they're assaulted by these types of criminal demonic activities against them, and then they're observing this happening to several people, and they're protective over them. Thing is, so when it comes to certain resources, if they would be sure that they have certain resources, they would immediately take action on this to help out these people, and to yeah. Yeah, this is about these people here, or even helping each other. Someone as well here changed their perspective maybe on something, so, and this is something that they're recognizing. So whether someone is conscious or unconscious about it. So when we speak about the clairs, okay, so maybe someone, so whether someone is listening to someone through, okay, I mean there are several ways to feel someone's energy, okay, or to have access to them. Now if this is spiritual, they're noticing that someone is in a very sweet way they're listening to someone's feelings and what they may like about them, and they're adjusting to those things. And maybe so recently so whether this person is doing it, it's just energetically, because there's a connection, maybe it is just happening unconsciously, though maybe this is even something that is going on vice versa. And it is like linked to, in a certain way, responding to each other's energy. But so you're not sure if it is. Maybe some things are because it just comes so naturally right after me maybe even thinking about that or feeling that it is almost like a response to it. And if it is not so, then it's just really energetic alignment and readjustment to it. And maybe someone feels like closer when it comes to someone, when it comes to, and they change the perspective on something that they were trying to figure out about their character, when it comes to recognizing maybe other people's knowledge. Maybe this happened in a conversation online. So recognizing other people's insights and help or advice, which has all to do with so instead of being like always guarded or having like a competitive energy within them because of unhealed issues, insecurity, in the end, insecurities. No, actually, connect from the heart, you know. That's powerful. This is overcoming jealousy. The feeling of feeling less than. Maybe someone is working on this, or someone is inspiring someone to work on this. Within themselves. Overcome, like, so working the heart chakra. So instead of feeling jealousy or feeling like always to have to compete or be even possessive and fall into overly reactive polarized tactics, controlling tactics, manipulative, emotional manipulative tactics, because that's what they're used to. Which is, yeah. So there is jealousy and jealousy, okay. There's something that is sweet, you know, when you're protective or territorial over something, but then there's as well like a reaction to it that is like completely shutting down or menacing with doing something that is not, that's can grow to a degree that is just too much, and it's just gonna go in circles. And yeah, so there's no resolution to it. But maybe someone recently observed that someone is opening their heart chakra even more and connecting through the heart. I just saw 4411. Stabilizing their heart chakra, connecting to others. I'm not talking only about like romantic. I'm talking about in general, like connecting through the heart to people that are maybe like-minded, people that are resonating energetically in their cause, and they're coming through to help, to remind you of something or someone, to guide you, and to also offer help and advice, good advice, and to recognize that, yeah, that is nurturing this type of connection. That is very important. Maybe someone was questioning this about someone or observing it, and they recently saw something and they changed their mind and said, okay, I'm impressed. Because of this conscious or unconscious reaction, respond to this, as well as what I mentioned before. Okay. So yeah, maybe it is really a hard time. I mean, you can know someone and you think maybe you already saw everything that you could see, like every aspect of this person. Maybe in a year, in 2 years, in 7 years, maybe not. Maybe I mean, so when it comes to this collective, we're going through this experience like this, these people connecting on a very particular timeline. Or like, let's say, so if this is a past life theme here that is being relived, to expose this, to fight for this cause. I mean, it's been going on since, I don't know, 7 years. What are we? 2 times? Yeah, 25. Yeah. That's where it started, 2019. More clearly, like, I mean, so in my case it did. Even though the first warnings about, I mean, okay, so that actually in childhood, but then when it was reactivated, it started the first visions about this whole, like, the Judgment Day, cancer, a very key word for me, cancer. Back then I thought it was about an illness. Now that I'm already have been like way on this journey, I understand what it means. It's not an illness. But so yeah, that was key word. And so the hard time started then, right? And it got just worse and worse and worse because of the attack. And so it doesn't mean so, I mean, hard times do connect people on a very so even like seeing their shadow side, walk with them through this, or just walking, like fighting for a cause and walking through the most humbling experiences where you're like, you have basically nothing and you're just trying to survive. Those are times that really create a very strong bond. But it doesn't mean so that through these times that you figure out all the aspects that there are, even though it is I don't know, 7 years. If a war goes on 7 years, it's not gonna be you're definitely gonna see the character that someone has through those times. That's unquestionable. But there are things that you may have never seen about this person, because should they have more resources, or should they have just certain other people around them that they do not have through this time, right? You would see another side of them. So yeah. Maybe someone is communicating as well through another account. So it's yeah. And maybe yeah, I'm called here to, like, because of this 8 of Wands here. Communication. Yes, and maybe someone needs another confirmation to be sure that it is safe to take action. Let me see. Okay. This deck. Okay, the Tower. 8 of Cups reversed. Strength reversed. Son of Swords. The Moon. Ace of Swords. Magician. Four of Wands. Wow. Like, if I... Wait a second. Can we translate this frequency? I just was in a trance. I mean, like this pattern here, it was like between this blue here, this pattern over here, this, the white here, very, very shiny, the moon here. Maybe they are very far away. Someone is wondering when they once used to had like this clear audience, like they used to hear someone's voice in their head. They don't anymore. Telepathy is still there, it's just but they're not hearing the voice anymore. It's different. They wonder why. Someone used to have like clear visions as well. In at daytime, not just in the maybe dreams, but at plain daytime, just right on, well, visions appear, right, or hear. I don't know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Tower, strength reversed. it may not be a bad tower here. Strength reverse. Okay. Father of Cups. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Yeah, this is okay. Okay. Clarify this. Okay. Okay, there's judgment here on the Wheel of Fortune. Someone is working on freeing themselves here. That's the devil, you're right. Because they're being blocked. Something is working against them. What is this? If this is pertaining a person that is working. I would be very careful about being pushed into. I mean, this is just strategy. Pushed into accepting an offer here, because of someone is using here certain rituals, to manipulate someone. Rituals, they have stolen their access to it because they stole it. They should not. They're using it for evil. And if they're planning here to do a sacrifice, forcing someone to accept an offer here that is working against them, though. They're gonna be sacrificed. On top of all, okay? We have the Hanged Man here twice. I mean, I see this as a sacrifice here. They need to be careful with who they choose to collaborate, because it's not what it seems. Because they want desperately a new beginning, and what they want to sacrifice someone else for this, because it's easier than. Because they try to avoid karma. It's not looking good for them. They would say and do anything, probably, to save their ass. And then after that, they are going to betray the same person that they asked to help them. You need to be careful with who you think you have support from, like the alliances. Yeah, people that have certain access to things they shouldn't, because they're using it for evil. It should be, we're here, we're reincarnated to take it back. I hope, yeah. Okay, we have Ace of Cups here. This is a new beginning that they're wanting. Someone's holding on to this. Maybe someone even looks, or someone reminds someone of a swan. Maybe they look like one. Sometimes. Okay, maybe there's a heavy okay, blue. There's a lot of blue. So I mean, we have here the colors blue, we have purple, and then we do have some yellow as well. Okay. There's a lot of speaking up here. Throat chakra. Okay, so again, this could be about vulnerability as well. Okay, so we were talking about the heart chakra as well, about a blocked heart chakra that is being worked on to lose the fear. So if it was in the reverse, it would be jealousy, right? But it is in the upright. Okay, but maybe so it is because there is something very important here. A very important experience that needs to be yes. So again, so light beings, they come into certain dark context in order to call judgment on it. So this is this is important. When it comes to maybe a breakthrough or a new beginning here. I'm so worried. Okay. Yeah, no, you cannot see it. Okay. Okay. Three aces. Oh, this is very dreamy energy here. This is sealed. I feel like this Four of Pentacles is saying it with the reversals here. The reversals. Okay, now this is okay. Now we have Temperance here. Okay, listening to the intuition here. No, someone is actually called to, yeah, to take action here. Okay, to be more expressive here. These are the reversals. Reversals. Okay, so yeah. Ace of Pentacles, Mother of Pentacles, the Hierophant and Judgment. Okay, to close the cycle and to come out of this. Yeah, okay, so maybe this is again blocked heart chakra. Okay, they don't want to fight. Does this have to do with fear of rejection? Wow, someone is in their head about it, or someone is someone can't move on from something. Okay, yeah, we said that there's... What is this? Okay, there's no communication. They can't... yeah. They feel stuck when it comes to moving forward. To have a reunion. What is this Ten of Swords here?